Shalom. Gonna be going into some information real quick now for you. Okay. What I want to do is go into the mathematics for today, which is the 12th day of the fourth Hebrew month. Well, actually, that was from Saturday night until Sunday night. Right now, we're in the 13th day, but I'm not going to go into the haGematria or the letter number meanings of the 13th day to the 12th day. So if you were going to describe this video, it would be the acrophonic and the pictographic Hebrew letters are actually ancient records of concepts and thoughts conveyed through our letter combinations. Several sources detail the ancient meanings and values of our 22 letters, such as the Handbook of Biblical Numismatics, okay, as well as the Sefer, haGematria, and the Gerenius Hebrew Grammar. This video is meant to share how this ancient system can be seen all around us in natural patterns and in the Holy Bible in a way which gives us a deeper meaning to our Hebrew knowledge. All right, so the month that we're in right now is the fourth month, and the fourth letter of the Hebrew letter system is called the Daleth, a Daleth or Dalath, which means a door. All right, the Dalath is the fourth letter, and that fourth letter also goes into the four corners of the earth, which ultimately symbolizes the righteousness of a world government under the 12 tribes. You have a triangle facing up, which represents positivity, and you have four corners, okay, representing a balance and representing the four corners of the earth, meaning the four directions of rulership from the earth going north, east, south, and west from Jerusalem. Also, the three sides of the triangle can be seen as representing Israel, the Most High, and the Messiah, all beginning with the letter Y or Yod in the Hebrew. Being the fourth month, the emphasis and focus and the direction and the building would be done on the pillar of discretion. Okay, with discretion being the plan of execution for the knowledge, instruction, and understanding that we have being planned out perfectly on how it's going to be applied in the real world. All right, now the step that haMashiach gave us, the fourth step that he gave us, is the step of being a branch, all right, which means to be rooted in him, Torah, wisdom, and also rooted in righteousness, okay, which also, represents water being pruned. It's not always comfortable being pruned, being cut, being fit into something, being snipping back things. So we have to prune ourselves oftentimes. And it also represents nourishment. The branch represents nourishment. Of course, the branch representing haMashiach. Okay. The first use of this word, which is the fourth letter of the Hebrew alphabet, Dalath, symbolic into the fourth month right now. The first place this word is used is in Lot's house when he opened his door to let the visitors, the angels sent to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he let them into his house. And then he closed his door to keep out the wicked perverts that were trying to know the men that had recently come into Sodom and Gomorrah. So we see Dalath being, this door being a separation between righteousness and wickedness. Easy concept. We see it inside the scriptures. The next time we see this scripture is when the Bible talks about a servant going to his master, and his master putting a Hebrew servant going to his Hebrew master and getting his ear pierced to the door of his master's house, representing the fact that he wants to stay and work for his master and join into his master's house forever. So that is another concept of this Hebrew month. All right. Service, piercing of the ear and the door. So serving in righteousness. So we have serving in righteousness. We have a protective barrier. Okay. Now, the 12th month, this is going to be a little more detailed. The 12th month is represented in the Hebrew by a yod and a beit, or yad and bayath, which means hand and house. Okay, this hand represents strength, manifest, or to manifest something, manifestation, and it also represents handling something. Okay, the house itself represents a dwelling, shelter, safety, and it represents family. That's what the house represents. Now, these are the letters and the numbers that coincide in the Hebrew understanding. All right. So now it literally means the hand of the house. Now, the hand, or the strength and the handling of the house, is ultimately going to be the responsibility of the man, the husband, the father. So the hand of the house represents the responsibility that the man has over his family. That's what it represents. That's what this day, the 12th day, is symbolic of that. Okay. The first time this combination is used in the Bible is where it says that, and he built, in the Hebrew. So, and he built. You see that? So the yod and the beit, the yod and the yad and the bayath are first used together in the book of Genesis when it says he built, with that Y representing he, and then the B representing the word for built, the first letter in the word built in Hebrew. So he built, that's what it means. So he literally used his hand to build something. Of course, a house was one of the things that was built because there was a city that was actually being built. Now, if we break it down in terms of the number 12 itself, we have 10 and 2. Now, we know 10 and 2, again, represent the 10 and 2 represent the hand and the house. But if we add 10 and 2 together, we get the number 3. And 3 is represented in the Hebrew alphabet by a camel, or a gimel, or gamal, which also represents movement, which represents movement, which represents traveling, a preparation, being sustained over long periods. Okay. Now, the first 3 words, the most used 3 words in the Hebrew Bible are Gam, Gawaya, and Gadwal, or Gam, Goy, and Gadol, which means also, nation, great. Now, the first place that these 2 words are used together in the Hebrew is when Yahweh was talking to Abraham in Genesis 12 and says, a great nation is going to come from you. Gam is not there, but Goy, Gadol in the second and third position as far as when it appears in the Bible. That's there. Okay. So that's there. So the building up, the nation great, plays right into the theme of he built, which plays right into the theme of the hand of the house, the male, the father, building, coming out stronger and linking up, building the household. Now, if you add all of those, if you just look at those single digits, the Hebrew letter 12, the 1 is going to be the first position, which is an aleph or alap. The second letter is going to be a bait or bayath. You put those two words together, it says ab or abba, okay, which is father. 1 plus 2. A plus ba equals father. All right. So that equals father. So we see that this month has a very strong theme of father, males building and getting their families, getting their communities and working together. That's the vibration, if you will, of this particular month, because it's focused on the hand of the house. That's what the letter 12 means. Not this month, I'm sorry, but this day. The number 12, the hand of the house. That's what it means in the Hebrew when you write it out. Now, the 12th month, the 12th day, okay, is the number 12. That's going to be a focus on the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Yasharallah. And when you add up, all right, all of the 5 letters that make up the word Yasharallah, Israel, Yisrael, in the Hebrew, that adds up to the number 1, which goes back to father, which goes back to a great nation, which goes back to and he built, which goes back to hand of the house. All right, the man of Israel working to build the house of Israel, his own house, all right, and trying to become a great nation as the Most High promised to Abraham, all right. The first 3 times this word, the number 12, is used in the Bible, is dealing with the 12 stones of the ephod, the 12 tribes of Ishmael, and dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel. So at the 12-minute mark, that's going to be the essence of this lesson. I'm going to shut it down. That's the information. The Most High bless and protect you. Shalom.